Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I have a lot of interesting news for you guys, and it's going to be quite interesting, I will say. Um, right now, we'll do this article about a CPS worker and being a child grabber, and a lot of other news that is going to be particularly to be trained to exactly what's going on. And then we'll also have something interesting about some political fraud that I will be looking into more egregiously here as stuff comes up because there's a lot of questions going on about it. Because it's actually quite interesting. I did not know about this, but a commenter has let me become quite aware, and I did some research, and it's looking kind of suspicious if you ask me. Alright, guys. So, as of right now, we're going directly into the article saying, shocking moment. Texas CPS worker tells 14-year-old girl to become a prostitute so she can afford food. Agency fires employee and apologizes after the video surfaces. You see what's going on here, guys, on how like there are people, and specifically on the Democratic side, are trying to appropriate child pedophilia. Of course, this is not really a surprise here, as they're trying to appropriate this and put this into perspective. And we have a little bit of evidence of them trying to do it sneakily and slowly, but guess what? We're going to actually try to fight against this because it's actually sickening. This is the reason why I don't really have very much faith or liking to people that are on the Democratic side right now, because it's trying to get me a little bit concerned on what they actually think or do. Yeah, not looking good. The shocking moment that a child protective services worker in Texas told a 14-year-old girl to become a prostitute has been caught on video. The teen's mother, Keisha Bresley, told FX 20, "My daughter told me that the worker had been telling her she should do these things, so she said she decided to video her." Basically told the station that she has 9 children. When she began having problems with the 14-year-old daughter, she reached out to CPS for help. She said that the unnamed teen was causing trouble at school and running away from home. The teenager is one of a larger number of children in the foster system in Harris County, Texas, as being focused in a hotel. The children in the hotels are awaiting placement. According to the Fox Houston report, the video shows the 14-year-old asking the CPS employee for food. The worker responds by telling the child that she could become a prostitute. Okay. The identity of the CPS worker has not been named public. Of course they haven't. Maybe she should. And we're gonna watch this video so we can get a full context of what's happening. Here's the thing about this, and I know I kind of like drag on because I kind of want everybody to get the full context of this. However, I will obviously intervene here. Here's the thing: is that a lot of people are becoming shocked or surprised by this, and we're kind of the people that I guess would be watching my videos and some of the other videos of other YouTubers, not just me. Are also realizing that are seeing, because we know you guys are not stupid. None of my viewers or anybody I would come across or I would call stupid, because I think they're quite intelligent and they have the ability to see from right or wrong. So kudos to you guys. But we're all seeing that they are trying to push this type of child grabber or pedophilia type of stuff here. Now, we know we have a lot of companies, and we see a lot of companies try to push back against this type of stuff, obviously, because we know that the majority of the human population rejects and hates pedophiles in all sorts of regard. But when we have specifically people doing this type of stuff, you see that they're trying to normalize this type of thing. They're trying to make it more of a reality, and we have to push back against this type of stuff. And this woman, Keisha, is absolutely 100% correct. If you were trying to say that you would stop trying to prevent your child from doing this and stuff like that, you would be backed and hated by the radical, insane far left, because they want the children to exploit themselves. They want the children to be sexually promiscuous with them, because they are actual child grabbers. They are pedophiles, and we're seeing this time and time again, with this being a constant thing. So, continue. I agree that they should do a full-on investigation on every last one of them. And I don't know how exactly you're going to weed these type of people out, because they could just say they're not, but they actively do it. But there needs to be a heavy investigation and constant surveillance. I would say they should be honestly wearing at this point, they should be wearing like body cams and stuff like that for these type of people, because if you can at least try to do this, you will lower it down. And if you see them try to do this, this will stop a lot of predators from happening. So we got a huge chunk of kind of what's going on and what the actual article in this is saying. Now we have and we're going to kind of go on to here, and it goes on to say, the Commissioner Department of Family and Protective Services in Texas, Jamie, made a pilgrimage to Harris County to personally apologize to Baisley and her daughter over the comments. Of course, he's going to say this, but we won't go over because he already said that. The Texas Tribune reported in March 2022 that a private child care facility that was operated with a state contract was shut down after some members were found to be trafficking children who were being cared of. Wow. I'm not actually surprised by this in the slightest. A CPS spokesperson, Melissa Lamford, said in response to the shocking video, DPS is aware of the video and has taken action. The person in the video, who was employed as a CPS support staff, was dismissed from her position August 10th. The safety and appropriateness with which children must be treated is our primary concern. Concern. My apologies. As you see in the video. In June, U.S. Secretary Judge Janice Jack made public her concerns that the Texas CPS was not performing adequate background checks on potential caregivers. Yeah, and we're kind of seeing why, because, I would say a lot of these people are trying to honor the guys of the LGBTQ community, and the P is silent there. And we're all going to be seeing it, and the more evidence of this, because we have this specifically here from Jack Posobiec. And he says, the only thing I apologize for not being is on top of the list. And what we have here, which I will blow this up for you guys, obviously, is grooming tweets from just 10 key figures were reviewed 48 million times. A small number of individuals have an outsized influence in promoting the hateful grooming narrative, with just 10 users responsible for tweets estimated to have reached Twitter users nearly 48 million times, equivalent to 66% of the total estimated number of Twitter users reached by 500 most viewed hateful tweets. And you can see everybody here who are saying the word groomer and stuff like that, right? So we have this, but now we'll go on to this over here, where we'll have this particular thing. We don't want to go here. We don't want to go there. We want just the actual tweets. So you see here, we have digital hate, social media's role in amplifying dangerous lies about LGBTQ plus people, and then we have them more saying in the month of following the passage of the Don't Say Gay or Trans law, the volume of grooming-related content is increased by 406%. We analyzed 989,547 tweets that mentioned the LGBTQ plus community alongside slurs such as groomer, predator, and pedophile. Pedophilia has been and always be the end goal of the LGBTQ movement, period. The only people who support and defend pedophiles are other pedophiles. Folks, they're coming for the children. What will you do? And they're not. That's not really surprising. And they're also going, the 500 most viewed hateful grooming tweets were viewed approximately 7 million 10 times. And then this person's going to, okay, child groomers and pedophiles. They have now openly admitted they have a not so secret agenda with your children. This is the death of Disney. Yes, and again, this is what we would call exactly what the LGBTQ community is doing to protect the actual pedophiles. Now, we all know that none of us are calling out the LGBTQ community that are specifically pedophiles. I don't think anybody's saying that or saying that they're child grabbers or what have you. Which is trying to direct on, because it's a way that they can't fight at all. And honestly, they honestly think that they're going to get away with this. I don't think they are, but they're trying to push this into the thing to where they're saying that the trans people and all this stuff, or the community, are actively going for this. So are you actively saying that that side, the LGBT community, are pedophiles? Is that what you're saying? Because the P looks like we might be silent here, and if that's what you're going for, I don't think it's going to be the greatest movement ever, because people are going to revolt against that. I think I think this community that we're doing here, or these people are trying to promote this type of disgusting and heresy, is foul, and I think everybody should, honestly be destroyed. So guys, we're seeing active evidence that people are trying to push this type of pedophile, predator, stuff like that into the LGBTQ community, and trying to make pedophile more of a normalistic thing. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to fight very, very damn hard to make that not be the case. Despite how small I am, despite whatever I'm doing in my personal life, I'll try my damnedest to push back against this type of stuff, because I don't want it being in society, and I don't want it to be here. And we will fight back, and the only way we can fight back is vote, create companies that fight against the woke mob, and obviously not be afraid and not buckle under these type of people that want to push this type of stuff. Because if we stand strong, have courage, and are able to push back against this type of people, we'll be in a lot better place. The reason why they're able to get away with this, guys, is because we're not pushing back. We're not fighting. If you don't fight, what will you be in? If not do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Do it for your family, at the very least. Because it ain't looking good. But I know we can fight back, as long as we give it our damn hardest. And I know we'll win if we do. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.